All right, greetings everybody, and welcome to my review of the Them 908 skate. I actually got to take the skate out and use it for a bit yesterday, so just gonna do my review on it. Tell you guys if it is actually the best low cost option. Now, I was gonna match these skates up with the USD Sway. My edition is a 2014 USD Sway, and as you can see, it's here. I'm putting it on the table here. And I was going to compare it with another low cost option, the Rollerblade Solo. But news came down that Rollerblade is no longer making the Solo, so it's kind of a moot point at this moment. So here we go. The Them 908. First of all, if you guys saw my unboxing video, you may be wondering about the fit. I'm glad to say that after skating in this boot for about half an hour, the liner started to relax and my foot actually felt a bit more, fit in the skate. It didn't feel like it was up against the plastic. Like, cause initially when I put this skate on, it felt like my toe was touching here directly. Like there was no room to grow, no nothing. But I banged my foot back a bit into the skate, and as I was skating around, I started to feel the liner open, and it wasn't much of a problem. There was a bit of a pressure point on for me on this side, but I'm hoping that actually does open with repeated use. It breaks in pretty well. But yeah, there's pressure points on both feet, both right around this area for me. I mean, maybe it's my foot. This is a size 12 boot, so if you have bigger feet like myself, you may take that into mind when buying the skate. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's really early here. I'm doing this early in the morning. So yeah, you might want to just take into consideration that the shell is going to feel restrictive in the beginning, but it does loosen up a bit, and you may have pressure points along the boot. But it's a hard boot, so you kind of expect to have some kind of pressure points. Most hard boots I've skated with, I have maybe one or two pressure points. What else can I say about this skate? I'm just really talking about the skate itself, the boots. The frame I'm not going to talk about because it's really, I bought this skate as boot only, so this is not the frame that comes with it. This is a blank frame by Rollerblade that was actually on my Solo. So what can I say? The sole plate feels a lot like the Valo TV3 sole plate, but I have to say I like this sole plate. I was able to do a little bit on it. I'm not like the best grinding person, but you can't really tell because like the lights are like blindingly white. It makes the skate blindingly white right now. But yeah, it's a little dinged up. But anyway, sole plate smooth as ever. It's smooth as ever. It slides right well. Like I'm only able to do like very minimal sole tricks, and I was able to slide on this boot no problem. Probably due to my skill level, this little notch here on the sole plate got hung up a little bit on the ledge I was skating on, but the skate park that I went to, I don't know if you guys are in the Bay Area. You might know the Alameda skate park. Yeah, it's craggy as hell. So that's where I went and skate around these skates. But yeah, but that's about it. Just got a little caught up on this little hitch right here a couple of times. But aside from that, it went well. It slid well, and pretty much I had a blast on this boot. But so how does it compare to the USD Sway? As we can see, both of these skates, they don't have the 45-degree strap that I usually like in skates. But I have to say, with the Them skate, for some reason, this like lacing system they have here, it negates the necessity for a 45-degree strap, and it feels kind of like my foot's locked in there as well. As you can see on the USD Sway, the lacing system is more of a, it's more of a standard lacing system. So you do kind of notice on this boot more of the lack of a 45-degree strap. But, this is the older model Sway. I think the newer ones have the strap, but let's just compare. This is what I have, so I got to compare it to this. The buckles, as you can see, are quite similar. Just a simple, feeder buckle on both skates. So I have to say I like the Them skate buckle better. I know it's an older model USD Sway, but still, I have to say I like the Them skates buckle a lot better. It feels a lot more sturdy and secure when you actually snap it. Like I said, the liner does open up once my foot was in the skate for about half an hour, and yeah, that's really all I have to say about the liner. It's a liner. It's not the most comfortable liner, But it does the job. You know, it does the job. It gets it done. You put your foot in it. It eases up. It it works. I mean, it protects your foot from the base of the shell. So I don't know what else to say about it. It's just it's a basic liner. Um, a couple other things I would like to note is that the boot itself, while it's on your feet, it does feel really light. It's a bit, as you can tell, it's open here, so there's a bit of ventilation, not much, but you do get a little ventilation, and it feels, yeah, like I mentioned, it feels really light on my foot while I was skating, so that was pretty always a good thing to feel, you know, a lot lighter because the Bottle TV3s I had previously, I'm just comparing that to that skate as well. You know, they were heavy because that's more of a skin skate, so it's definitely a lot heavier than this. But it's about the same weight as USD Sway. This boot here, size 12 weighing at 3 pounds. USD Sway weighs in at 2.8 pounds. It's a little lighter, but that's just the boot only. So yeah, boot only with this was also 3 pounds. So the USD Sway is a little bit. It's about. I think they're about equal once you put the hardware on and put on some frames and wheels. It's about the same. So is this the Them Skate the best low cost option? I have to say with the current selection on the market and what I've had exposure to, I think it has to be the best low cost option because the boot feels really sturdy. It's really nice, good quality boot actually. The shell, I actually kind of like the feel of it. The sole plate's really nice, slides. It really slides really well. I mean, I didn't have to wax the ledge I was on too much, and it just kind of went really nicely. So that's the most I can say about that. I know I'm not using the most technical terms. Things to be cautious of, as I mentioned before, if you have larger feet, it's going to feel like your foot's right against this plastic the second you put it in on the large shell. And the pressure point is still here on this side for me of my foot. I'm hoping that it alleviates as I continue to skate. Some people might say, oh, you could change the liner, but then it doesn't become the best low cost option because you want the best low cost option to have everything you need right out the box. So of course, yeah, putting an Intuition liner in would solve that problem ASAP. But Intuition liners are expensive, and that jacks up the price if you don't already have a pair of Intuition liners. So as a low cost option, I think this is a great skate. It works well. Just to keep note of the pressure points if you have the larger shell, and you will not be able to use the wish frame on the large shell. I'm not really certain why that is because the other shells, the small shells, they're able to use the wish frame, but when I used the wish frame on this boot, even with 68mm wheels, it was unable to, go through the channel, but you just have to Dremel out the channel. I haven't done that yet because I don't want to, I'm not ready to scuff up these skates just so bad at the moment, but I think I'm going to. I'm going to take these skates to the skate park more frequently when I go. And I really want to try them the wish frame because I really had a blast using them. And I really do think, honestly, that they are the best low-cost option. Especially if you probably have a smaller than size 12 feet, it's probably the best skate for you, honestly, because you probably won't have the pressure points that I have with the larger shell. So that's really all I want to say about the Them Skate. It's a great skate, great low-cost option. It's pretty sturdy. I blew out here, and I can see the scuff mark, but it didn't ding up so bad. I'm sure as I fall more in these skates, they will. But yeah, that's all I really want to say. That's the Them 908 review. I have to say it is the best low-cost option on the market if you're looking to buy a pair of aggressive skates. That's all. Whatever you do, guys, keep it positive. This is Richard Olivon. Peace.